Okay, so I hope you have a cup of tea, coffee, beverage of choice. We're gonna do a quick story time about why I think I might be the best person to help you on your career journey, business journey, journey of success, whatever we want to call it. I'll talk a little bit about my background in the career space, business space, and I have a whole episode, I think it's an hour or it's 45 minutes, something like that. So this is just a little bit trying to keep it high level. If you want more, go ahead and check that episode out. I'll have it linked below. But so to get into it, I have a degree in English, which is synonymous with communications, marketing. They're all very similar, I would say. And I graduated with this bachelor's in 2014 from George Mason University here in Northern Virginia. I did not know what I wanted to graduate with. I didn't know what I wanted to be, do, become. And I looked at getting a degree from I think, practical approach, but also a bit of an intuitive. I was thinking to myself, how can I enjoy what I'm doing? Maybe not I'm in love, in passionate, love with this thing, but how can I make it so that it's useful? It's something that can help me along my career, whatever that may look like, and also hopefully something that I can enjoy. And so English turned out to be that thing. I've considered myself a pretty good writer. I love to read. I get carried away with thoughts and concepts and communication, how we as people can get ideas across clearly. So I did that, but I started my career, I would say, very technically. So not at all what I did in the later half of my career in what I really would consider communications. I started out in technical writing. For those who don't know, it's basically creating kind of contracts or responding to bids from the government most of the time. And it was very I don't know if boring is the word. Technical feels like the best word. But yeah, it just wasn't work for that I enjoyed or that I felt like I could do to just get paid. I'm someone who is very curious and someone who likes to challenge myself. I like to connect with people and try new things. And this was very much by the book. Just do as you're told, do the contracts this way. It's exactly in the bid. It tells you what the government is looking for and who they want to work with. And my job was to get information from SMEs, subject matter experts, on whether they're engineers, whatever it was, and kind of fill in the spaces, fill in the gaps in the proposal. So I quickly realized that wasn't for me. I wasn't able to just sit in the role and get paid, even though I'm sure many of others could have done that. So I started freelancing. Freelancing took me into getting a graphic design certificate, got me into many different roles. And then when COVID hit, I got laid off and started contracting full-time. So contracting, I would say, is very different than freelancing because I'm working 9 to 5 for someone else and on their terms. And it worked out for me. I did communications internally, so helping teams, companies communicate effectively. So it could be presentations, newsletters, podcasts, blogs, all sorts of things. And I really enjoyed it. It stretched my creative muscles, helped me see kind of the behind the scenes of how different corporations like Uber and Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, big companies, small companies, local companies here in Northern Virginia, they all have similar problems, just at different scales. And I was able to also work with different people internationally, at my age, older than me, different cultures, different languages, and seeing the different struggles we all went through in our careers. Some of them were very transparent and talked to me about business. And so I feel like I've had a very good grasp on seeing a wide spectrum of what the corporate spaces look like, regardless if you're a government employee, government contractor, in the for-profit private sector space or nonprofit. There are these kind of commonalities, similarities throughout the board, and also in business. Especially online business, entrepreneurship, but also some brick and mortar. I've had some clients kind of also run the gamut on that. So I hope this gives you just a little bit of a preview in what I've been up to, why I am a career and business coach. Well, maybe not why, but how I started and how I became one. And really, truly to help people like myself, who identify as millennials, Gen Z primarily, because we're in this space of unknown in terms of, well, the environmental, cultural space, but also internally. And I think a big piece of that is in our careers and businesses that dictate so much of how much time we have, how much finance, prosperity, how much safety we can experience, and the possibilities we can create for ourselves. So if you would like to listen to the full episode to get all the things that I didn't cover in this video, check out my episode that I have linked below. If you'd like to get started in working with me, or just started on where you might be on your journey getting some help, I have a should you stay, go, or pivot career clarity quiz, completely free. You can also get that in my link in bio. And I hope this was helpful.